Good evening everyone. Hope you all are doing good. As you know that this is your chemistry class. We have started our chapter water. We have done till action of water with metals. So first we will revise what we have done. So action of water with metals. How metals react with water. As I told you, metals are very weak metals and strong metals. So the reaction of water with metals is different, right? For example, if we take sodium, potassium and calcium, these metals are very soft metals. They are in the form of powder, so they easily react with normal water, or you can say that cold water. When they react with cold water, they always forms hydroxides. Next series of metals are magnesium, aluminium and zinc. They are strong metals than sodium, potassium, calcium. So they don't react with cold water, right? So they always react with steam. When the metals react with steam, they form oxides, right? So when the metals react with steam, they form oxides, and when metal reacts with normal water or cold water, they form hydroxides. Next series of metals are iron and lead. They are more stronger than magnesium, aluminium and zinc. So these metals also react with steam to form oxides. Again, they are reacting with steam, they are forming oxides. They are also reacting with steam, they are forming oxides. Next series of metals are copper, mercury and gold. Now you know that these metals are very strong. These are the strongest metals. So these metals do not react with steam. They even don't react with steam. If we heat them, if we make them red hot, still they don't react with steam. So no product will form when these metals react with water. So this was a quick recap the portion that we have done in the last class. So today we are starting with action of water with non-metals. So action of water with non-metals. How non-metals react with water? Same way metals react differently with water, same non-metals react differently with water. So first non-metal that we are taking is carbon, right? You know that everything is formed of carbon. The formula or the symbol of carbon is capital C. So when superheated steam, superheat means the temperature of the steam is very high. So when superheated steam is passed through white coke or charcoal, coke or charcoal means carbon. The formula of coke and charcoal is same like carbon, right? An endothermic reaction will take place. Now here we are taking hot coke or hot charcoal. So here the reaction will be endothermic, means the heat is absorbed in the reaction. So when the heat is absorbed in the reaction, they form carbon monoxide and hydrogen, right? So when carbon react with steam, it results in the formation of carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. Both are called water gas. Carbon monoxide plus hydrogen is called water gas. Action with chlorine gas. Now chlorine is also a non-metal. It is in the form of a gas. Chlorine is used as a disinfectant. It is used to purify water, drinking water. So it is act as a disinfectant. Now when chlorine gas is passed through water in dark, it forms chlorine water. Dark means there should be no sunlight or there should be no light should be there. So chlorine gas passed through water in dark to form chlorine water that is greenish yellow in color. Now when chlorine gas is mixed with water, it will form chlorine water, and the color of the chlorine water is greenish yellow. So when chlorine water is exposed in diffused sunlight, diffuse means the sunlight is not proper, it is not bright. So when chlorine water is exposed in diffuse sunlight, it will form hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid. When the sunlight is less or when the sunlight is diffused, it will form hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid. Now another case, if the sunlight is proper or the dark sunlight is there or direct sunlight is there, then the product will form different. So the product will form hydrochloric acid and oxygen gas when the sunlight is dark or direct, right? So oxygen gas will release out in the environment. Clear? So next we are taking metallic oxides. So action of water with metallic oxides. How metallic oxides react with water? As we have studied that metallic oxides easily react with normal water. Now here we are taking simple metallic oxides that are soft, like sodium, potassium and calcium. They are very soft metals. They are easily react with normal water, right? So here we are taking sodium oxide. This is an oxide. It react with cold water to form sodium hydroxide. Potassium oxide react with water to form potassium hydroxide. Calcium oxide react with water to form calcium hydroxide. Now all these three metals are forming hydroxides, and now this reaction is exothermic reaction, means the heat energy will released out in the environment. So we can put delta H here. Why? Because the heat is released out. Clear? So now we are doing action of water with non-metal oxide. Here we have done metallic oxides. Now we are doing non-metallic oxides. So action of water with non-metallic oxides. Now again, here we are taking soft non-metals like sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus and carbon. They comes in the category of non-metals. Now how their oxides react with normal water? Now as we have done that metallic oxides easily react with cold water. Now again here non-metals easily react with cold water. Now when non-metals react with water, they always form acids. When non-metal react with water, they always form acids, and when metallic oxides react with water, they form hydroxides. Right? So that means metal oxide react with water to form hydroxides. Right? So non-metal oxides react with water to form acid. Now both the reactants give different products. Sulfur dioxide react with water, it will form sulfuric acid. Sulfur trioxide react with water, it will form sulfuric acid. Again, this is an exothermic reaction. Nitron dioxide react with water to form nitrous acid and nitric acid. Phosphorus pentoxide react with water to form phosphoric acid. Carbon dioxide react with water to form carbonic acid. As you have seen, in each case acids are formed. That means non-metal oxides react with water to form acids. Till here our action of water is complete, right? If you have any problem, you can ask me in the Zoom class. Thank you so much.